I need to give a quick shout out to today's sponsor, Ocmo batteries. These things have all kinds of protection built in, including low temperature protection, which is the important thing to me. They're easily able to power a 1500 watt inverter, along with running 12 volt fridges, running the diesel heater you see in this video, so you can check those out down in the description below. Hey friends, Kevin here, and it's time to get this diesel heater installed in this minivan. Now, there are several ways to do this, but this first way, we're going to find out together whether this is a good idea or a bad idea that I have. So let's get to it. Because I've chosen to go with one of these almost self-contained one-piece units, the only thing I have to deal with is this exhaust pipe. Now, if you're going with a multi-piece system, the install is going to be pretty much the same. The main thing you have to deal with is that very hot exhaust pipe, because this thing can get up to 400 degrees or so, which is obviously a fire hazard and obviously a burn hazard, can melt things. So we want to make this as safe as possible while still venting all of these exhaust gases out of the van. The other thing I wanted is not have to carry this thing with me all the time, or to have the option to take and use this in other places. Maybe if I decided to go tent camping one night, something like that. So I want something I can easily get apart, carry this with me while having the rest of the stuff permanently installed in the van. So after considering a bunch of ways I could run the exhaust, I decided that I could just use this stow and go compartment and put it through the floor right there. Plug it in when I want to use it in just a few seconds. I can easily disconnect it when I don't need it. Have all of my floor space. So that is the basic idea. Let's see how it works. Crawl under there and make one more check nothing is in the way. Everything I used is in the description. So I cut the carpet back because we're going to be dealing with a lot of heat. I also used a little aluminum plate. This isn't necessary, but I decided to do this just to have it a little cleaner. I am putting a 1.5 inch hole through both the aluminum plate and the floor in my van. The exhaust pipe is only about 1 inch, but I wanted extra space around it to be able to put this tubing that will help contain the heat. I need to give a quick shout out to today's sponsor, Ocmo batteries. These things have all kinds of protection built in, including low temperature protection, which is the important thing to me. They're easily able to power a 1500 watt inverter, along with running 12 volt fridges, running the diesel heater you see in this video, so you can check those out down in the description below. I then drilled some starter holes and used some self-tapping screws to mount the aluminum plate to the floor. This blue protective layer on my little aluminum plate gets peeled off. You can see I now have the exhaust hose pulled up through that hole with the nice cover over it. That way, if I do happen to touch that pipe, something falls onto that pipe, it's still going to be hot, but it's not going to be 400 degrees hot. Now, the exhaust coming out of the unit and the exhaust extension pipe are both 24 millimeters. So to be able to slide those into something else, we need a 25 millimeter elbow. And then we're simply going to tighten our clamps down. Now, I don't like the material these exhaust pipes are made out of. They're really thin aluminum. They'll come out of the package and be bent up a little bit. You'll have to bend them back into shape. So you're not going to get a perfect seal. And remember, we are venting exhaust gases out of this. So I am going to use a high temperature tape to wrap these connections up to make sure that no gases can leak out into my vehicle. I am going to tape every joint with this heat tape. I can then pull the two pieces of our heat shield back together and tape it. And also, I have a little extra space now where the pipe is coming through the floor. I can also use this same silver tape around it. Now, the flexible exhaust underneath the van, simply negotiate it over to the side so the gases will vent out the side of the van. And while you can get fancier with some hangers, I simply used metal coat hangers, cut and bent, in order to hold that So because every van is going to be different, it's whatever you can find a connection point under there to get your little coat hanger or metal wire through to be able to keep it secure. The one problem I did have with this installation is that the pipe can push its way back through the floor. And if it does that too far, then it's going to go down to the ground and you're going to be dragging it when you drive over low places. So in order to keep this pulled up, I have another metal wire coat hanger inside the van, kind of connecting it and holding it. The other thing you can do is have something metal right down where the pipe goes through the floor to hold it. Something that would work really well would simply be a set of vice grips, and that would keep the pipe from being able to go back down into the floor underneath the van, keep everything where it's supposed to be. The diesel heater itself is under the bed. It does not get very hot on the sides. It does not get very hot on the top, but it does put off a little heat. So because of that, I used a little piece of Reflectix on my bed frame so it wouldn't be heating up the mattress. Want to eliminate any type of fire hazard. Also, where this exhaust pipe runs inside the van, because it is still going to be very close to my carpeting, things in the van, so scrap metal, scrap aluminum, whatever you can find, that will give you a barrier between that exhaust pipe, even though we have that exhaust wrap on it, just to make sure that we don't accidentally melt something like the carpeting. So let me know down in the comments what you think I did right, what you think I did wrong, what I could have improved on this installation. I'm going to play with several other ways over the coming weeks to be able to install this, some that require drilling holes, some that won't require drilling any holes at all into your van. But if you have an older van like I do, you don't care about putting a little hole in it, it's not a big deal. You know, you get ready to sell the van, you can simply put a little aluminum plate over top of the hole you drilled. It's not going to be a big deal. But hopefully that helps you out. Hopefully that gives you some ideas. There's a list down in the description of items you're going to need for this, because no diesel heater is going to come with the extra parts you are going to need to do an installation in a vehicle. And we'll talk soon.